What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're doing a little on location. I am in Inman, South Carolina at the moment, about to, I've got the 4x5 with me, the Intrepid Mark II. I have a couple sheets of Velvia 100 and a couple sheets of Velvia 50. So, yeah, I'm gonna get out, check out the scene, figure out what I want to shoot with, and start getting set up. Let's do it. Oh no, you're fine. It takes me a few minutes. All right, guys, so there it was. That was the video. Just hanging out, shooting some more large format. It was a beautiful day, as you could tell, although it was super windy and super cold. My hands were so cracked by the time I got back in the car. But it was a really good day. I will say this first photo here, the theater, the one that I took in landscape orientation, the Velvia 100. That composition really did not come out as I had envisioned it in my head. Now that I'm looking at it, it's like I kind of wish I would have gotten a little more of the parking lot in the foreground and just kind of brought this down a little. I thought maybe that would have made it a little better. I really just liked the red and black print on the tobacco-free campus sign and the way that it kind of matched and mirrored the theater marquee. And I really just kind of I like that little red pop in the holly bush there. So yeah, I think maybe a wider lens or just taking a step or two back to kind of maybe get the rest of that building in there and everything too. Would have been pretty nice. As far as the look goes, I do really like the way the Velvia 100 did look here. Again, it's got those kind of pretty warm tones from what I would expect from Velvia. but I've been using that dynamic chrome developer from Cinestill, which I know adds a warm tone to the image. So I don't really know if that's causing it or if it's a factor of age with this film being like 15 years expired. I am pretty pleased with the colors and everything. I will say I did kind of bump up the warmth in the image a little bit. I think by like 10 or something like that, just to give it a little more warmth to kind of match the what I was seeing when I shot it, because yeah, it was just very warm light. Now let's look at that same image here on the Velvia 50. Exact same composition, so everything just kind of holds true there. But much cooler tones, shadows a lot darker. And again, this is on some expired Velvia 50 from 2012, if I'm not mistaken. I have no idea how it was stored. The Velvia 100 I know was freezer stored. As far as the 50 here, I'm really not sure how it was stored, but as you can tell, it really does have a much cooler tone to it overall, and I did even add a little more warmth to this one. I added plus 25 to the warmth on this one, and you can see it's still like noticeably cooler than the Velvia 100. So let's move on to the second image, the portrait orientation shot. Now this one, I will say I'm pretty happy with this one. Again, I think the scene and the shots really would have benefited from a wider lens, which is something that is on the list of things that I would like to pick up for my 4x5 eventually. So this image, again, we're back to the Velvia 100, which is about 15 years expired. Once again, I really like the colors. It's nice, it's warm, noticeably warmer than that Velvia 50 is, and has some pretty good colors. You can definitely see somewhat of a like greener color cast going on, but I like it. And the resolution, with it being a low ISO slide film, yeah, you know, it's tack sharp, looks very good there. I mean, can zoom in, let's do this on the flyer out front here. I mean, you can zoom in and you can read that entire flyer from the scan. That's pretty solid as far as I'm concerned. So now we're looking at the expired Velvia 50 shot. This one I'm seeing a little more, what looks like a little more detail in the shadows. That could just be me staring at the screen and trying to find something different. I will say you can very clearly notice a green cast to this image. I did warm it up a bit. Yeah, I added 25 to the warmth on this one again. This is what it looked like without. So you can see pretty cool, very blue. So yeah, I added that 25 to the warmth there to make it match the light that I was seeing when I made the image. I think I prefer the Velvia 100 on this one as well. But yeah, as you can see, super fine grain with it being a 50 ISO slide film and a 4x5 film at that. I mean, you can zoom in here. You know, you can see the security camera. Again, you can read the poster for the flyer for the show. Yeah, the detail is just absolutely phenomenal. You can see the reflections there, the textures and the brick. I mean, it's just, it's incredible, the detail that you can get here. And as I said earlier, I think I see, you know, when I'm looking at images, I tend to have a wider field of view in mind. So working with this 180 has been a bit of a challenge for me when it comes to like more like landscape stuff that I really enjoy doing. It's great for portrait work, but as far as, you know, how I see my landscape photography, or, you know, my topographical photography, whatever the hell you want to call this stuff, I tend to look at it with a wider field of view in mind. So it's been interesting working with this, and I am looking for a 90 millimeter or something like that, which is 30 millimeter equivalent on a 35 millimeter camera. So it's wide, but it's not super wide, and that's like my favorite focal length. That's what I have on my RB. The 65mm lens is roughly a 35mm equivalent field of view. And yeah, it's a good, I feel like that's a good base, like field of view. But I do enjoy the challenges of working with this 180, and I'm not necessarily in love with these photos, but I'm glad that I got there and I finally made these images, because I've been wanting to get some shots of the Inman Theater for a while, but I was never there when the light was like super great. So at least it's like now I know what time to go back, when the light's gonna be good. And I've gotten these two compositions out of the way, which gives me more of an idea of what I'm going for when I take the Intrepid back there. Other than that, it was a good day. It was just nice getting out, taking a little drive in the van, and yeah, exposing a few sheets of film. Looking forward to doing it again sometime soon. The forecast is calling for rain for the next like 8 days here, so it's gonna be a while before I can get out and make any more images. So yeah, I'm glad that this was my last real outing with the camera for a week. As always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you liked what you were seeing. If you did not, there's also that little thumbs down button there. You can hit that, but I won't be mad if you don't. Feel free to go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, or if you're just new here and you happen to be enjoying the video. There will be a link down below, as always, to my print shop, where you guys can purchase various size prints, and all that money just goes towards helping me keep the lights on, keep film in the fridge, and keep gas in the tank. If you're not already, go ahead and check me out over on Instagram at Zach Parks Photo. You can give me a follow over there if you want to see more work, or if you don't, that's fine too. Until next time, y'all just take it easy, stay safe, and keep shooting.